too short. And another strike. Reoccurring theme here. Oktaha gets behind in the pitch count and then either pops up or pretty much strikes out. Hits few and far between today. And kind of what I was talking about, third strike, so it'll be a 2-3 throw out. So 2 down after the fly out to left field. And then the third strike. All right, in high for a ball. Outside, back to back. So 2-1 pitch count. And tightens up 2-2. Woo-wee! And so Oktaha is officially on the board. A solo home run, and the Tigers will come at home plate to touch it up. That makes it now a 3-1 score. So the Tigers finally have some live scoring their first run of the Red River Rumble here on a solo home run in the bottom of the fifth inning. And he strikes him out. So through 5 years score now, Varnum 3, Oktaha 1. Top of the sixth inning coming up. Whippets will be up to bat. Day 2 action of the 2020 Red River Rumble. All right, to the pitcher and to first base. So nice defense on display throughout this game. Varnum has led by as many as 3. Oktaha got on the board in the bottom of the 5th with a solo home run. Otherwise, it has been all whippets today. Another foul over by the home dugout. Gets him playing some golf there on the ground to swing. And a ball in high. Again low. So a full count, money pitch on its way. To the third base. 5-3 ground out retires the top side. We'll head to the bottom of the 6th. Tigers trail the Whippets by 2. Day 2 action here at the 2020 Red River Rumble. Okay, didn't get the camera swung over in time, so a fly out to left field, one down. Tigers are home team, so they will have final at bat in the 7th inning. Right to the pitcher, nice snag. 1-3 on the ground out. Good glove there. That was what we call a hot pocket. So 2 down here in the bottom of the 6th, not the start that Oktaha was looking for, as they have clawed back within 2 after a solo home run in the bottom of the 5th. Just outside for a ball. Significantly cooler now than when we first got here. Very warm day today. Difficult thing here at Calera with all the trees and in the area where it's kind of buried in a housing subdivision is there's not much Wi-Fi connectivity and there is next to no shade anywhere. And he strikes him out. So we will head to the 7th. Whippets will be up to bat in the top. They lead Oktaha 3-1 here in Day 2 action for the 2020 Red River Rumble. All right, so both starters seem to be the go-to guys for a 7th inning pitcher's duel. All the pressure is on Oktaha here. They have got to stop Varnum in the top of the 7th and then score at least 2 runs to extend the game, 3 to win. All Varnum has to do is score or simply keep Oktaha from scoring, and then they will salvage a split today for doubleheader action. Games today at the Calera host featured number 1 Red Oak in Class B versus number 5 Silo in Class A. Red Oak won a scoreathon 12-10. Second game of the day showcased Silo against this Varnum team right here. Varnum jumped out to a 2-0 lead. Silo came back to win 5-2. Third game features obviously Varnum and Oktaha. We're in the top of the 7th, 3-1 game. And then the final battle of the night will be your host, Calera Bulldogs versus the Oktaha Tigers. Games at Tuska High School showcased number 2 Class B Roth Tigers in back-to-back games, pitching no-hitters. Roth defeated Tulsa Noah 14-1. Sole run scored on a hit batter on the bases loaded, and then defeated Whitesboro 11-0. In the third game of the day, Red Oak switched sides and defeated the home Tuska Tigers 10-0 in a run roll. Final game of the day is ongoing right now, featuring the Tuska Tigers versus the Whitesboro Bulldogs. We do not have any updates as of yet for the game, but we will do our best to get those for you shortly.
Front. Don't help him, Terrence.
Come on, T.
Hey, battle now. Come up in there.
Battle.
Battle.
Whoo boy, that one could have been a home run if it had simply been not fell. He hooked it and it is probably on its way to being on somebody's front porch over there. Because that one had some travel and some leg on it, let me tell you. Woo! A hot shot right to left field, so another single for Varnum.
Base hit.
Don't help it, baby.
Woo! So, a rocket right to left field. He barely even had to leave. The ball came pretty much right to him. Whippet showing off all three of their uniform combos. They started in darks yesterday, all white pretty much today with green. And then their second game of the day at Tusca, they wore their Viper green. All combinations of green, white, and black, sometimes gray. So a pitching change is finally made for Oktaha here in the top of the seventh. Interestingly enough, there's no real, potential scoring threat here, but we may have been close to a pitch total that Coach Rodden wanted to go ahead and cap for the day. We are massively behind schedule here for games. The game that still is coming up is scheduled to start at 5, and no matter what, it will not start for at least another 30 minutes. So we will be about an hour and 15 plus behind. Right, Whippet's back up to bat. Runner resumes his spot on first. And a strike for the new pitcher. He inherits a fresh count with 1 out and 1 runner on. Foul, well, not foul. It's going to go infield, pop up to the first baseman who comes over and snags it. So an easy out there. So now 2 down.
got a battle now. Bye.
Woo! Oh, he just can't get it. And that one is going to be a backbreaker because it is going to score a run and, more importantly, be a stand-up triple. Whippets back up by 3. Boy, I tell you, the center fielder didn't necessarily do anything wrong. He just wasn't able to trap the ball and keep it from rolling. You got to give the right fielder and the left fielder credit. They both ran as fast as they could to get to it, but boy, it went all the way to the wall. It's very rare that you see a triple on a hit to center field, but that's precisely how it happens right there. Usually your triples come from offset hits to deep right field, or left fielder came in too shallow and it rolled the wrong line. That young man just barehanded that ball. Okay, so here's the long and short. Oktaha needs 3 to stave off a final score, 4 to win by walk-off. All Varnum has to do is hold them to anything less than 2 runs. 2 or less, and it is a final score. If you were not aware of which team had played prior, you would swear that Oktaha was the team coming off a doubleheader and playing in a back-to-back game. Nonetheless, Varnum loses a tough game to Silo 5-2, and they brought their A game in the double part because they have taken it to Oktaha. Led throughout. Boy, it's not often when the first base and third base head coach and assistant coach are both coaching at the same time, but neither are happy. It's been one of those days for Oktaha. Let's hope that they are able to right the ship. Otherwise, this is going to be a brutal tournament for them. They're on the verge of going 0-2 with another game coming up against Calera.
Finish right here.
And he gets him. I see that more and more and more. When you're down, you've got to have hits, you got to have base runners, you got to score runs. You cannot take 2 of 3 pitches without swinging. You can't do it. If it comes across the plate, you've got to put the ball in play or fight it off and keep it going. It has just been one of those days for Oktaha. And as I say that, another strike right down the pike. If Varnum can win this game, they'll be quite pleased. And that's a good start right there. Exactly what they needed, a runner on first after the single.
Way to go, Pete.
All right, substitution on the pinch runner after the single. So a new at-bat. Runner on first, 1 out. So what Varnum is looking to do is turn 2 here. Oktaha is looking to get 3 runs on the board. They need 4 to win and 3 to force extra innings. So he fouls it off. Goes right over by the Calera Bulldog dugout that Oktaha is sharing. One hops right in underneath the tent. Worst case scenario here, you've got to advance the runner. Cannot get a strikeout and cannot get an out where you take both of you off the field. So in other words, don't swing late so it doesn't go to second or first base. Don't swing early so it bloops right to the pitcher. You're going to have to drive it for field position, deep left, center, right, or over the head of shortstop or third. All right, Coach Ryden telling him what he's got to do. He's got to show up. And he calls timeout. Woo! Ball in high. Throwing to a giant on that one, so I believe it's a 2-2 count. Calls timeout again. That is not a good sign. Tells me that the nerves are getting to him and he is not prepared to get a hit. So ball is down low and outside. So we have a full count. Money pitch about to be on its way. First base has got to jump this and get going in case it is put into play. And he walks him. Okay, so potential game-tying run now up at the plate. A force at first, second, or third now in play. Oktaha needs 3 runs to force extra innings and 4 to win this game by walk-off. All Varnum needs is 2 outs. That bunt perfectly executed to third. He will run, throw, and be late. Bases loaded bunt. Okay, so 3 runners on. Force now at any plate. There is 1 out. And Oktaha now has this position to where they could win this game by walk-off if they somehow get a grand slam. All right, flies out to center field, tags up, and here it comes. Here comes the throw. It's going to be off, and it'll score a run. So a sac RBI clears third. Batters remain at first and second. 2 down now. So force back in play at third, second, or first. And once again, the potential game-winning run at home plate. Tigers down to their final out. And another strike. Okay, 0-2. 2 outs. 2 runners on. They need 2 runs. Ball in high. Ooh, breaking ball, just high, 2-2. Puts it in play right to the shortstop. Fielder's choice on the throw. And he gets him on the 6-3. That'll do it. Final score, Varnum 4, Oktaha 2. So that'll do it for game 1. Second game coming up will feature the Oktaha Tigers staying in the field, swapping dugouts, and then Calera coming on for the final game of the 2020 Red River Rumble. So Class B with bragging rights today, as Red Oak gets a victory over Silo and Tuska, and Class B Varnum gets one likewise over Oktaha, with Roth pulling defeat with a victory over an independent a B today, and a Class A victory yesterday. So only Whitesboro in Class B goes 0-2. So we will close the tournament out for this game. Varnum finishes 2-1. Oktaha drops to 1-1. Calera will be up here shortly.